King Solomon warns us about the wicked woman. King Solomon, known for his wisdom and wealth, is well known for having 700 wives. He is known for his wisdom and the advice he offers in the Bible. One subject he spoke about frequently is the impending danger of having a wicked woman in your life. In our pursuit for God, it is important to not let anyone hinder us from our walk with Christ. Solomon warns us to be aware of these dangers, as mentioned in 1 Kings 11:4. Solomon was a man of God. However, the verse also shows that as he got older, his many wives influenced him in the worship of other gods, leading him down a path of apostasy. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father had been. It was because of these very same wives that led to his downfall and deterioration of his relationship with God. Because of his personal experience and his wisdom, he gives us multiple warnings in Proverbs. In Ecclesiasticus 25:19, it speaks about the dangers of wickedness in a woman. It states that all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Furthermore, it states in Ecclesiasticus 26:23, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that fears the Lord. This verse emphasizes the importance of considering a partner's relationship with God when entering into a relationship. It warns us that only those who fear the Lord will receive the blessing of a godly wife. If a man is wicked himself, he will be given a wicked woman who will make his life even more miserable than it already was. We must heed this warning and distance ourselves from such women, as it only leads to destruction. But who are the wicked women and how can we know them? In Proverbs 30:20, it states such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wickedness. This verse highlights the lack of accountability that a wicked woman may exhibit. She indulges in her wrongful actions and then denies any wrongdoing, refusing to take responsibility for her behavior. In Proverbs 27:15, it is likened that a continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. This comparison emphasizes that a contentious woman, one prone to arguing and causing strife, can be as irritating and burdensome as a never-ending rainstorm. It suggests that the constant arguing and conflict brought by a contentious woman can be tiresome and draining to those around her. Furthermore, Proverbs 21:19 states, it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. This verse further emphasizes the difficulty of dealing with a contentious and angry woman. It implies that it is more peaceful to dwell alone in the wilderness than to be in the presence of a woman who consistently causes turmoil and stirs up anger. It is crucial for men to recognize the significance of having a good woman by their side. The role of a wife is not merely that of a partner, but a trusted helpmate. Understanding this dynamic is essential, as being bound to a woman who is an enemy to one's well-being can hinder the journey toward God and disrupt the peace one seeks. The Bible acknowledges that wicked women are often given to sinful men. As men, it is crucial to be aware of the pitfalls associated with embracing wickedness both individually and in our choice of partners. A woman who lacks integrity, righteousness, and virtue can bring turmoil and disruption into a man's life. Her negative influences, such as manipulating, deceitfulness, and contentious behavior, can hinder personal growth, deteriorate relationships, and distance a man from his connection with God. To avoid such situations, it is imperative for men to prioritize following God, maintaining a fervent prayer life, and faithfully living by His commands. But lastly, let us look at Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman who is a snare, whose heart is a net, and whose hands are chains. The man who pleases God escapes her, but the sinner is ensnared.